Hey everybody, this is Johnny Bean, and you're watching Show Me Your Pick with Fruitcake Tony. Enjoy the show.
Hey,
what's going on, guys?
Hello.
we are live. Show me your pick on Saturday night, May the 29th, 21, Memorial Day weekend. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. Hope you guys are.
Good.
Yeah.
Doing good.
It's a great night to be streaming, everybody.
It is.
yeah.
That's right.
We got Mr. Charles Green. We got CK, Brendan B. Squared, the lovely Sandra on board. We're going to be talking about Ted Nugent, the Motor City Madman himself.
And tea cake.
Uncle
Tea cake's
Ted.
here.
Tea cake. In the house.
Tea
Tea
cake.
cake. Tea cake. Oh,
Wait, are those?
righty,
Did I see matching wristbands with the head?
He's
Oh,
right.
look at that,
Match.
Yeah.
man!
Nice.
You are coordinated.
My hands get holding these drinks, and so if I wear something like this,
Yeah, man.
I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
When
Wrong
Ted
with
was
that.
in Damn Yankees, he had a guitar that looked like that. Have you seen that?
He did.
He
The
did.
zebra striped guitar.
He
Didn't he
did.
have a long jacket like that too?
Yeah.
And all those videos where
In
he's
the
chewing
video,
gum
yeah.
during his solos. I love when
Yeah.
he's chewing gum during those solos. High enough, awesome.
Yeah. I love Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
I've loved Ted since I was a little boy. Yeah. Love his stuff back in the day. Love Damn Yankees stuff.
He's a little low key though. He needs to come out of his shell a little bit. You know,
I
very
know,
subdued. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
wish he would just open up sometimes.
Ugh.
Really tell
I
us how
know.
he feels. You know,
Just say it, Ted. Come
Come
on, man.
Ted.
I
come out of
know.
your shell, Ted.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I
Ted
Ted
He's got
Nugent,
more
the
energy,
ultimate
man.
introvert.
Oh,
Enlighten us.
he's got more energy than anybody I've ever seen.
He does. He does. Yeah, and Ted has always had the stance that it's not drug or alcohol induced.
Yep. Oh, natural, Ted.
Hats off.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish I had that kind of chemistry going on.
He did say he started to drink a little wine like in 2018. I don't know if you guys remember that show with Anthony Bourdain when he used to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Because I think Ted was on that. Ted's been in a lot of TV
He
shows
has.
and acting
has.
and all kinds of other stuff. But that was a good episode I saw when him and Anthony Bourdain were somewhere. They might have been in Italy and they were drinking some wine. You know.
Yeah, I think
It's
he
like-
admits to drinking with his dinner, right?
Yeah, just a little bit of wine, but I mean, I don't really consider that drinking. But you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take care of a couple matters here right off the bat. Okay, so as we are about to approach our 1 year, the Fruitcake Tony Show Me Your Pick merch is running low. So if you want a Fruitcake Tony shirt or a Show Me Your Pick hat, the links are down below in the description. Email me your shirt size first. I've got small, medium, large, and extra large left. Just a couple of hats left. But jump on those while supplies last.
Highlight Brendan. He has a hat on. He can show off that merch.
I'm a
Yeah.
little dirty though.
Nice.
Well, you're a working man.
I know. Got a little sawdust on it. That's okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Man glitter. It's got some man glitter on it. Sawdust.
And so
Like that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice pick.
It's actually very pretty.
That's awesome.
and somebody is going to walk away with that right there.
Nice.
Put it in the chat.
Super cool pick.
Hey, I can read the private chat.
That's why I put it in there.
Oh.
Because I didn't want to put it out here. That's why it's a private chat. Sorry, you're not supposed to mention it, Sandra. It's all good.
Your name, if you win tonight, your name will be added to this list right here. And on June the 19th, in just 2, 3, 4 weeks from now, something like that, we are going to have a drawing with just these names. And what you're going to win.
It's 3 weeks away. Oh, yeah. What you're going to win, this lovely prize here.
Ta-da.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It is a 5-watt little, I guess you could call it a practice amp, portable little amp. Comes with a slide, a guitar tuner, and it's 9-volt battery powered.
Those are just so cool.
It's very nice.
It is very nice.
It's got
Nice.
and a couple of Show Me Your Pick stickers on it. In it. So yeah,
Awesome.
take
Now,
it with
does
you
it-
anywhere you want.
I have to ask, does it come with maybe 1 or 2 Fruitcake Tony picks?
Well, I don't have any, so that would be up to Fruitcake Tony.
You don't have any.
No,
Yes, you do.
Fruitcake Tony picks. No, I don't.
You don't have any Fruitcake Tony picks?
I do not. I have a
Keeping
shirt
your picks,
and a hat.
Tony. He knows they're cool. I don't blame you, Brendan.
They're too cool for me. So
I'll send a couple of these, and if anybody wants one ever, just email me, and I'll gladly send you one out.
if you,
Yeah,
I
they
can
are
put a couple
cool
in the,
picks, but
put a couple in the box.
you know, it's not like they're Van Halen picks or
Hey man, they're worth a lot.
Stevie Ray Vaughan picks.
They're Fruitcake Tony picks.
They're loaded
Yeah.
with sentimental value.
Yes.
You can't
Yeah.
replace that. So
No,
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give mine away if I had one. So
There you go.
I have one, and I'm not
You-
giving it away.
You don't have any B? I didn't
No.
send you.
no,
It took you
know
forever to send me one.
and I know you have a butt cheeks pick.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
I got to get some more of those made. 'Cause, I'm getting requests for my butt cheeks.
Getting requests for your butt cheeks.
I have the dirty one. Okay.
All right. So while it's on my brain, before I forget, and I will, because I don't write stuff down, right, Sandra?
That's right.
Where'd she go?
I'm sorry you're behind the Fruitcake Tony pick
I'm
up
not.
there. But a couple of new things in the house this week. I'm not going to use the other camera.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Little Iron Maiden, Adrian
Iron
Smith
Maiden.
action going on.
Very cool.
And this sucker got lost in the mail, but it showed up.
Thank God.
Chris
Nice.
Slade AC/DC stick.
Dude,
I like
Yeah.
the logo.
that's cool, Tony. God, yeah.
So that's what's new this week on the. Yep. So let me see here. Yeah.
Tom's late.
How you guys doing? How's it going, CK? Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, Tony. Good to see you. Was that a ProMark 747 stick? Is that what you just had? Check the number.
Promart.
I got one of those. I got a Neil Peart ProMark.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
747. That's the one he plays.
It doesn't have the
Late one.
number on it.
Better late than never.
Where'd you get that, Brendan?
I don't remember. I think my wife got it for me. A pair of them. You know, it's just she bought them somewhere.
Kurt 5150.
So
Who's here, Sandra?
Oh. Keith H. Kurt 5150. Christopher Sauer. Lenny Lou and Mary. Brendan Buck Cheeks is in the chat. Mike Johnson says he's here, but he's late. I said better late than never.
Nice to see you, Mike. Hope everything's going well for you,
Come
bro.
on.
And
Welcome
Hitman's
back.
in the house. Mr. Back from Doing Time is here.
from Doing
The
Time.
Chad is in the chat. Hello.
hello.
Let me
Come on, man.
scooch it up here. Dan of New Jersey. Hello. Browns
Hey,
fan.
Dan.
Damn.
Browns fan.
Browns fan, man.
Thomas Santiago.
Thomas, happy birthday.
Happy
Thomas
birthday, man.
Santiago's birthday is today.
Hellface is with us. John
Halfface.
Moronic is
John
in the
Moronic.
chat.
Hey,
Good to
man.
see you, John.
Guys.
Nice.
And I think that about sums it up for now.
The Chad is here.
We'll say hello as they roll on in. What's your favorite
Christopher
Nugent song?
Sauer.
Chat, drop it in the comments because I want to know.
Happy face,
James.
John Moronic. Scrolling. Mr.
Oh, dear
Back
Lord.
from Doing Time. Quentin. Oh, dear Lord.
Quentin, what's up, man?
Quentin.
Thank you,
Mr. Gretsch.
Mr. Grudge. Yeah. But have you seen it? It's so pretty.
Oh, yeah, it is nice.
Okay. That's about it. That's roll call.
All right.
All the cool people, all the beautiful people.
Yeah.
Beautiful people.
Got some cool Nugent guitar picks that we'll show you a little later on. Some vintage ones.
Yeah.
Early Nugent
I'm
guitar
gonna come
picks.
over there and bother the chat for a while, and we're gonna play around with Nightbot.
All right. We got Nightbot here now. Yeah, Nightbot is being introduced this week here on Show Me Your Pick. It'll make things a little easier with our chief moderator here and doing things in the chat, posting, etc. So yeah, so everybody in the chat, make a little room. Here she comes.
Look out.
Scooch over.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
Man.
Okay. So Uncle Ted.
Uncle Ted.
Uncle Ted.
Motor City Madman.
Yeah.
I guess they called him Terrible Ted too. He had a couple of the Nuge. He had a couple of
Sweaty
nicknames.
Teddy.
I never heard that one.
You haven't heard that one?
No.
Sweaty Teddy.
Brother got me into Nugent 1975, like maybe 76, I guess it was. So I was a freshman in high school, I think, and he was listening to Amboy Duke's album,
Mm.
you know, and I was, I'm from California, and Amboy is when I say a desolate desert town in the middle of nowhere, it is literally a desolate desert town in the middle of nowhere. And I actually ended up driving there on a road trip with some guys just to see where the Amboy Dukes actually came from. And it was a cool road trip, you know. But my brother listened to them and he got me into them. I'll never forget the first time I was listening to Cat Scratch Fever, and I had the album and I had the cover open, and it's like a whole torso shot of Ted, and some girl's claws are ripping his chest apart, and I was looking at it, and my dad was looking over my shoulder. I was 78, I guess is when that came out, so I'd have been probably 16 years old, something like that, and he was shocked, man. He was absolutely shocked. And that was awesome. It was just awesome. Good memory of Ted Nugent. Cat Scratch Fever, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's got very cool, notable riffs, you know. Very notable and very identifiable. Like, that's Nugent.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I like Wango Tango. He, you know. And I love when he talks at the end at the gas station. There's a gas station,
Wow. My favorite Nugent song is Just What the Doctor Ordered, and it's the St. Holmes version, And when I saw him in '81. I only saw Nugent one time, and I actually worked the show. I was working for West, and it was in the town of Reseda, California. So I guess it's technically a Los Angeles address, but it was the Reseda Country Club. And it's probably one of the most obscure, off the wall. Never did another concert there for him. It was just a really weird place to have to drive to. It was a long way from Manhattan Beaches, which is where I was living. And, but the show was outstanding. And the one thing though I was telling the guys earlier before the show, the thing that stood out the most about that show was how loud it was. It was probably to this, and I've seen a lot of shows, the single loudest concert I've ever been to, period, in my entire life.
Wow.
Ted Nugent in 1981. And to this day, and I've seen Black Label Society right in front of Zakk Wylde, in front of a 16-foot stacked PA. And it was not as loud as that was. So, hey, it is what it is. But I didn't have any. I was telling CK, I used to keep.
Rick, good to see you, bro.
I used to keep shooting range earplugs, the foam ones. They were a staple.
Yeah.
They were in my pocket. I always had a couple of pair, but I didn't have any for the Nugent show. So I literally went to the bathroom and got toilet paper and made my own and just plugged my ears up as best I could. And went on, had to carry on and take care of business. But
you gotta do what you got to do, man.
It was awesome. It was absolutely outstanding. The show was great.
Yeah. I've seen Ted couple of times, at least twice.
I never got a chance to see him.
Tony, did you ever see him with Damn Yankees?
Yeah. Damn Yankees in 90. Damn Yankees was the opening act on the Bad Company tour when they did Holy Water with
like Summer Sheds. You saw him in an outdoor shed.
Brian Howe. No, I saw them in Old Charlotte Coliseum.
Oh, indoors.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's a good power band.
Oh, love Damn Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never saw Damn Yankees. I'm sorry.
Jack Blades, Shaw. Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
I love Night Ranger. I was a big Night Ranger fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Night Ranger fan.
Yeah.
I love Brad Gillis, the amazing underrated guitarist.
Have you heard their new song that they put out?
They just put one out. I have not listened to it yet.
Smoking.
Is it?
Smoking. Go check the video.
I'm gonna check it out.
Smoking.
All right, I'll be right
Smoking.
back. Not now, after the show.
It's kind of it is a little unlike them, maybe, if I can say it like that. But it is smoking.
Why? Because it's heavy. Like
it's heavier. Video's good. It's like, wow, look at these guys.
Michael Cortellone, who was the drummer for Damn Yankees, you know what band he went on to become the drummer for?
Yeah, don't tell me.
I know you're gonna get this, Tony. I have faith.
Don't tell me. Give me a couple of guesses.
Southern band. One of the
Black
heads
Crows.
No, bigger than that.
38 special.
Bigger than that.
Skinner?
Skinner. Skinner. Yeah.
Really?
He
Yeah.
did.
I wanted to say it at the
You
beginning,
gotta
but I
start-
said no.
Got to start
Really?
with damn Yankees, but he's in Leonard Skinner now. He's been there.
Wow. Wow. I'd like to see that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, he's the drummer for Leonard Skinner.
Huh.
Wow.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I agree with that. Watson is good. But in this video, Gillis is playing that old red Strat.
Yeah.
Back from the Aussie days, that one?
It's looking old too. Yeah. It's a great tune. Yeah.
I'll check it out
Go
after the
check
show.
it out. Yeah.
Tony, have you ever heard his playing on Aussie Speak of the Devil?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Outstanding.
Amazing. So amazing.
Yeah.
He was so underrated. You're absolutely
All
right, CK. Absolutely underrated.
He's really smoking on that record. That's a killer record.
He is. And he was new too at that time, and he had to learn that stuff in a hurry, and that yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if the first Night Ranger record was out when they did that show. I think it kind of came after that.
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah.
They had one killer track off that Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Remember that? The hard rocking one?
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Off
song.
the first record, Dawn Patrol.
Yep.
Yeah.
The video of them on the train tracks.
Yeah. The train tracks, exactly.
Yep.
MTV wore that out.
They did. And that's, like I said in previous show, that's how I still associate when I hear a band. I think, well, did I like the videos? Because if I like the videos, I like the band, you know?
It's weird how the video's getting ingrained in your head, though.
It is.
Song, you think of the video, you know?
Well,
Exactly.
plus too, though, in those days, the videos introduced me to a lot of these bands.
True.
Right.
You know, I mean, even though it was right up my alley, we had never heard of Night Ranger until MTV. We
Sure.
liked
Absolutely.
it if you
Right.
liked that 80s rock, but it was, we didn't hear, and there were a lot of bands that MTV introduced us to who we maybe didn't like as much. Also, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, but bands like Rat and Dawkins and Cinderella, I can't even disassociate the videos from the songs because that was in my market, they didn't really play that stuff on the radio. You got exposed to it through MTV.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like a lot of those bands from LA.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they weren't really getting airplay where I lived. It was
Yeah, they
more
weren't
like
commercial. They weren't commercial either. You're right. You're right.
It just wasn't stuff they played on like classic rock stations. You kind of had to get it through MTV.
Well, I mean, like Poison too was like that at the beginning, anyway.
Yeah,
You know?
they were MTV band. Yeah,
Yeah.
MTV broke a lot of bands.
I'm glad they did. Yeah, definitely.
Big G in the house. There he
Big
is.
G.
Big G.
Gary, what's
dude.
going on, bro? How you
Dude.
doing, Gary?
Uncle Ted does rock.
Hope you're doing good, bro.
You know, Gary, let me give Gary a shout out. I was thinking about something at work a couple of days ago, a show you were doing a couple of months back. It was a few months back, and you had your guitar out and you were cranking out some heavy power chords. And I was loving the tone you had, man. That is my tone. Shout out to your tone, bro. It was awesome. I was just enjoying the hell out of it, and it was great. I just wanted to give you a shout out, my man.
Big G, I hope
Yeah.
things are going well, man. Hadn't seen you in a minute. Yeah, nice to see you, dude. Absolutely. Andy, nice to see you, bro.
The nude.
Welcome.
Hey, Andy, what's up, bro?
Gotta love the nude.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Kurt. If you got to roll, bro. Nice to see you, Kurt. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Take care, Kurt. Be good, man.
Speaking of MTV, in the early days, I've got a Ted Nugent MTV story. It's
Cool.
a cool story. Yeah. So, in
Whip it
the
out.
very early days of MTV, was also in, at least here in my area, was the very early days of cable TV. In 1980, cable was just being rolled out. There was no cable package that, you know, your basic cable had MTV, ESPN, all these things, and you pay a little more and you can get HBO. You pay a little more after that, you can get Cinemax. That was just being rolled out, you know, and not everybody had it. But a neighbor, the people a couple of doors down, had cable, and this is like 1981. All right, so I'm in middle school. All right, so I would go 2 doors down every afternoon after school and watch MTV. You know, I mean, I'm 8th grade and there's this 24-hour a day music video, and they in those days all they played was Ted Nugent, Aerosmith, Van Halen, Kiss, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it was, man, it was like, what is this? This is so cool. And I would go down there and spend hours, and they would let me, and they understood. We knew these people well. So I'm down there one day after school, and the Ted Nugent video, Heads Will Roll, came on. But okay, so let me back up. These people, the husband was off at work, and the wife, she kept kids at home, just one or two. But one of these kids, mom and dad, had guests in town from out of town, and their kids came over there too. So as I'm watching MTV in the next room, there's kids playing, doing their thing. I didn't give a shit. I was glued to MTV. I didn't
pull
matter
him
what.
away.
Right. So this Ted Nugent video comes on, and it's Heads Will Roll, and it's got the guillotine, if you remember the video. And so the two guest kids, one was 8. He was a little boy, and the girl is like 11. This little boy walks in this den lounge area in the back where I was and looks at the screen, and he starts laughing, and he says, "I remember when he did that." And I'm like, "What? You remember when he did that?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my dad." And he says, "Sasha." And the little girl comes in, and she starts laughing at the TV. So it turns out that it was Ted's 2 kids and his ex-wife who were in town.
That's funny.
And the Toby is the boy's name, Dasha is the girl's name.
Yep. That's amazing.
That's a great story.
They were 8 and 11 at the time. They're grown. I think I heard that the girl had a music career to some extent.
Wow.
His daughter.
That's
but
amazing.
Sadly, me and the lady a couple doors down got his ex-wife to send us 8x10s of autograph. So I told these guys backstage, behind one of these 8x10s in my house, you know how you'll put a picture behind it or use something new over it. behind one of these 8x10s, or either at my ex's house, there's an autograph says to Tony, Ted Nugent.
That's awesome.
But
That is so cool, man.
yeah, so I met his kid, and sadly his ex-wife, who I met too, she was killed in a car wreck like that next year, 82
Yeah, that's
or so. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah.
That does. You get to hang out with Ted's kids.
Yeah, I did.
They didn't invite you over to the house to hang out with Uncle Ted.
I know. Well,
that's a great story, though, Tony. That's awesome.
You hadn't even been to a concert yet, right, Tony? At that
oh
age?
yeah, sure. I had many concerts.
How old were you
at
then?
that point. I was 14 in the 8th grade.
He's old. That's old, man. He probably got 18, 20 concerts under his belt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
By then.
Oh yeah.
How old were you when you saw your first show then? 12?
He was 3. I'm kidding.
10 years old, Kiss.
Wow.
In the 70s?
Yeah.
What
Wow.
1976.
Oh. You saw
Yeah.
them on Destroyer?
Rock and Roll Over Tour.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And in hindsight, I didn't know it at the time, but the first concert I ever went to in Kiss, that was the first night in Raleigh that they did Death live.
That's
Who
cool.
opened that show? Do you remember who opened? They used to have great openers back then.
I don't
Like
remember.
Styx, Rush, bands like that.
Yeah, I have no memory of it. Yeah, but yeah, yeah.
Can you picture the show though? Can you picture them on stage? And
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think you always remember your first concert.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
remember Peter singing Beth?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did he throw the roses out the first time? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Tony caught one in his teeth.
I wonder if that was part of the shtick right out of the box.
I don't remember.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
That's
But they
awesome.
developed into that.
Yeah,
My first concert was
He
the
sings
band
it to a
Chicago.
tape, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Wow. That's
yeah.
That's a cool tour though to see. That's a classic Kiss tour.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
definitely cool.
Do you remember the
Definitely.
smoking guitar? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. I went and saw them that next year. I don't know if it was the next
Love Gun?
year, but Love Gun, I saw them.
Yeah, that would have been the next
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah.
And then did you see Dynasty too? With the capes?
I think the next one I saw was that and not Love Gun.
Dynasty.
Yeah.
They come up on the
Because
stage
It
with
was the Capes, yeah.
Yeah, and they come up,
Yeah.
they rise
That
up.
was the second time I saw them. Yeah.
79.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember
That
the opener
was on-
there? Because they had a lot of good openers that tour. They had like Judas Priest.
I don't. I remember it was New Year's Eve though.
Oh, really?
Greensboro. Yeah.
Greensboro?
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome sauce. First was Kiss Dynasty. Nice.
What was your first concert, Brendan B?
Mine was the band Chicago
Nice.
back in 1980. I think I was 12. Yeah, I was 12. And I couldn't. I mean, that was my first. I couldn't hear the next day. And at Chicago, you're like, they're not going to be loud. They're loud. All concerts are loud, especially your first one.
Right, right.
But yeah, I remember my mom picking me up and like, I can't hear you. Just take me home.
Was it at the Civic Center?
It was at the Mid Hudson Civic Center.
Oh, okay. In Poughkeepsie?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So they're still doing shows there. So I think.
Oh,
it's
really?
opening
They
back
still
up.
have concerts there?
Yeah, they do. Yep. They've had
It's like
wrestling
a
there.
smallish one, right?
It's pretty small. I don't know
Like
what it.
8,000 or something?
Yeah, I don't know what the size is, but it's pretty small. But it's a good place to see a show, even in bad seats.
Yeah. Small
You're not
arenas.
far away. Yeah. Well, I mean, and the the last chance saloons in Poughkeepsie, that's where I see a lot of shows. That's
Right.
real small. That's like maybe 2,000-3,000 people max.
Yeah, that town's got 2 classic venues.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Definitely cool. Never saw
Yeah.
Ted though.
I saw Ted in 81. Yeah,
So that was
awesome show.
intensities,
Loincloth. Yeah,
in 10 cities. Or
Yeah.
Scream Dream. I don't know which one it was. Scream Dream was 80. And,
this was, I want to say it was 81. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's intensities in 10 cities.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the live album where he went around
Yeah.
and he recorded all new music live and then released it like a live album. Kind of an unusual way of doing it.
Yeah, pretty cool. He's got a lot of good ones though. You know, Alice Cooper. Wow, that's a good one. First concert, Mike. Great White, Brittany Fox. Cool.
Hey, Tony, can I show my classic Ted Nugent records?
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Got some cool
Yes.
vinyl happening there.
First one, which is arguably the best.
Yep, first album.
There you go.
75.
That's
What?
awesome.
What's that track listing there, CK?
It's a classic. It's Stranglehold's the opening track. That's my favorite Ted Nugent song. Stormtroopin', Hey Baby, Just What the Doctor Ordered, Brendan's favorite. Snakeskin Cowboys, Motor City Madhouse. Where Have You Been All My Life? You Make Me Feel Right at Home in Queen of the Forest. It's pretty much his best record.
I think so too.
It's got a lot of great songs.
Yeah.
And then what else do I have? Weekend Warriors. It's got a classic cover. That used to be the cover of the pinball machine. Remember the pinball machine?
Yeah.
From the 70s?
Yeah. Wow.
That's cool. Definitely.
I hadn't thought about that in a long time, CK.
Yeah, and then his classic Double Live Gonzos. This is a classic.
Yeah, that's great.
This really shows off his great guitar playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
See what the gatefold is.
Excellent.
I don't know if I'm showing that right.
Yep.
Excellent.
And a lot of hair.
Man, it's been a long time since I've seen inside of that album cover.
Yeah, it's cool.
I know, right?
That's a classic. Double Live Gonzos.
Nice. Very cool, man.
Yeah. He is, I believe, underrated as a player. Very underrated. And I think as the years go, he gets left off those lists.
Yeah, I think
easily.
he gets overshadowed by everything he says, so people don't consider his guitar playing as much as they should.
Right. Right.
The
I
killer
agree.
guitar player.
Yep.
And still can play really well, for his age. He's got to be almost 70, right?
He's 72
Yeah.
or 3.
He's up there.
I think he's
He
72.
can really play.
He's
Yeah.
72. Yep.
He plays that big old 50s Birdland guitar, the hollow
Yep.
body.
Yeah.
Gibson Birdland, yeah.
There is a YouTube Damn Yankee show from Raleigh that I was not at that is smoking hot.
Yeah.
Smoking. And he's just ripping, yeah.
What he changed to? PRS, right? That's what he's playing now with Damn Yankee?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the 90s, during Damn Yankees, he used to play PRS. When I saw him most recently, I've seen him within the last 10 years. He goes back to his Gibsons now. But in the 90s, you're right. He had an endorsement with Paul Reed Smith. He was playing a lot of Paul Reed Smith back then.
Yeah.
A lot of people were in the 90s. They were pretty popular in the 90s.
He did a small segment where he reunited with Derek St. Holmes. And that's my favorite era of Ted Nugent is when he was with Derek.
Yeah.
The original lineup, essentially. And
the Ted Nugent lineup, the first record.
Yeah.
Because he needs Derek to sing. He's not a great vocalist. Derek has a nice high voice.
Yeah.
And then Derek went on and did side projects with Brad Whitford,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Well, the drummer, I can't never say his name, but Tommy Clufatos. How do you say his name? He was a former member, but they started a super group with John Five, Rob Zombie. Oh, damn it! Now I can't remember the bass player and Tommy.
Nikki Sixx, I think.
Yeah, Nikki Sixx. Why? How could I not remember that?
Right.
And Tommy C. I'll just call him Tommy C because I can't say his name. But I think the only song they released is a cover. So, of I've Been Everywhere, Man. You know.
The Johnny Cash song, right?
Yeah, John. Yep. But yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of former members though that played with Ted. You know, Meatloaf.
When I used to see him, he used to have Mick Brown on drums, so the guy from Dawkins. You know, when
Mick Brown.
There was
Tommy Aldrich was on drums too.
Yeah. Tommy's awesome.
Yep. Johnny B. Badanek, whatever his name is. Badajek.
Yeah, and that reunion with Derek St. Holmes, Mick Brown was the drummer.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the bass player's name. He's a friend of David Nesdahl, a good friend.
Mitch.
Was it Barry Sparks?
I don't want to
When
say.
was it? When was it?
2000, 2000 and I guess it would now it'd be 2007 and 8 because
Mark Mendoza, maybe.
Because
no, it wasn't Marco.
Barry Sparks was 2003.
I believe Barry
2007.
Sparks. I think it's Barry Sparks. I believe. I don't want to get it wrong, but he's a great bass player.
Yeah,
Him
it was
and
Ricky Phillips too. So I don't know. Could have been any. I mean, we know it wasn't Jack Blades.
No.
It was before that. It was before that.
No, I wish I knew his name. I should have done my homework better. Shame on me.
That's all right. That's all right. You didn't know it was going to come up.
I hate not knowing stuff. Anyway,
We all do that. Like,
Yeah.
I should know that. And then go, yeah, I knew that.
that's all right. I'll run and check it.
Greg Smith.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes. Who's that?
Okay.
Christopher?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you. That's who it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave Amato. He was in Ted's band for a while.
Yep. For a couple, 3 years.
Yeah. Let me see what we might be talking about. Greg Smith, Jack Blades, Barry Smarks, Marco Mendoza, Mike Lutz, Chuck Wright, Ricky Phillips, who was a member of Bad English with Neil Sean, Dave Kiswinny, Bob Grange. Those are all the bass players that he's used.
Wow. That's a lot of bass.
Yeah, he's had a lot of members in and out of his lineups.
Oh, it's a long career. You know?
Yeah. It is a shame, though, bands, Bad English, Damn Yankees. I really like those bands, but they only lasted a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, each member's already a star, got a lot going on, you know.
Damn Yankees can play again, right? I think everybody's still alive.
They're all alive, yeah.
So
Yeah, I wish.
maybe
There was a third Damn Yankees record recorded. It was just never released. A lot of people don't know that. I forget, the record company didn't like it or the band didn't like it. It was something like, there were two official records that were released. The first one being very popular, the second one not so much. But they recorded a third, but it never ever was released.
Maybe they'll
Not
release
even in
it.
bootleg circles, as far as I
Maybe
know. I
they'll
don't think it ever.
Go on tour and bring it out.
Yeah.
Now the pandemic's
They
over.
probably bring whatever the lead single was from it.
Yeah.
Or was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a lot of acting stuff. Sandra just put in there. You know, he's done a lot of acting, a lot of cool roles.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's definitely a. I'm not gonna say. He's definitely I can't think of the word. I can't speak today. Definitely
Polarizing figure.
like a character, but there's another word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it. I've
He
got
is a character.
brain fry, but yeah. So definitely been around. Big hunter.
Yeah.
Had a lot of reality shows. So pretty
Personality.
Cool.
Personality.
Maybe that's what I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for. Thanks, Charles.
You got it, brother.
Oh,
Yeah. He is definitely a big outdoorsman.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for trivia. That's right, we have trivia. I don't know where that
Tommy is.
Hopefully he's doing all right.
Tommy,
if you're out there, hope you're feeling good, Tommy. Mike Johnson said he has his own cookbooks. I thought it said comic books. He does have his own cookbooks. So
yeah,
he does. He does eat everything he hunts, which is great.
When I saw Ted back in '81, he began the show off of a rope hanging from the rafters, and he had the loincloth. He came in like Tarzan. Yeah. Yeah. I've never gone and watched him in recent years where he does the bow and arrow on fire and all.
Yeah. And he hits a target on stage. Yep. I've seen that shtick a lot.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Because I've seen him, like, you saw him in the 80s. I saw him in the 90s forward. So I saw him with Damn Yankees and then solo. So that's always been part of the show, the bow and arrow trick, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Andy Dion had a question. Did we already talk about Ted turning down joint from Hendrix?
Oh.
I don't know that story.
I don't either.
It's highly possible. I think that they were paths crossed when he was in the Amboy Dukes. Because a lot of people forget that Ted's been around a long time.
Yeah.
He was around in the 60s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't know. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look that up.
He's always had the stance that he's never drug or alcohol induced. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank God, though. He's crazy enough already.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't need any help, man. He does not need any help in that department.
You know, I knew I was thinking this whole time, and even back, when else have I seen Ted? And this thought hit me earlier. I've seen Ted another time. I knew at least two. He was the opening act for Kiss on the farewell tour in 2000.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he also used to open for Kiss during the 80s, during their non-makeup era.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my memory.
Don't feel bad, Tony. It happens to me all the time, brother.
Happened to me 5 minutes
I knew
ago.
I had seen him another time other than that. Yeah.
I was reminiscing about Ace Frehley's Comet. You know, Ace Frehley's solo.
Yeah.
And I was 3 or 4 years off in my mind, you know, and anyway, that's just, it happens. It can happen. Yeah,
I never saw that, but I did see Vinny
Yeah.
and his
Vincent
band.
Invasion.
The Vinny Vincent Invasion.
Yeah.
Now you
I've
saw
seen-
them as a headline act, or were they opening for someone?
They were they played the Rialto in Raleigh, which is a little place.
They played up
Like a
here at the
theater?
Chance.
Yeah, and this is like 80, I don't know, 87, 87.
Were they good?
Yeah,
Did he have Mark Slaughter as his singer?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Dana on bass.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Vinny promises there's new music coming from him.
Who, Vinny?
Yeah. He just did an interview this week saying some
Promises,
new stuff
promises.
coming up. What?
Yeah, he's
Don't
gonna
hold your breath, baby.
God,
That's why I say it
hold
in
your
quotes,
breath.
he promises.
Mancuda tells those stories the best.
Don't hold your breath. Yeah, there's going to be a show.
Along with those box sets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be there. I'll be there. No.
That dude still owes me $18
The box set?
from the box set.
Oh, is that all it cost? It was $18 for a
I
box
think
set?
whatever it
That's
costs.
cheap.
But yeah,
I'm gonna have to email him.
I never
He's
got
giving
my
you
money
two,
back.
though. You're getting two for the price of one.
I'm gonna email him right now.
$18, Tony? That's cheap for a box
I
set.
think it was
You bought it?
about that. Yeah, I bought it.
How many years ago?
Many.
For $18, yeah.
It's on the way, Tony.
Yeah, sure. Let's check the tracking.
That's funny.
He owes a lot of people $18.
He owes them two box sets.
Yeah,
You're going to get two.
but yeah, I heard he's trying to do something soon or whatever. You know, that guy's a mess. You know, he was good in Kiss at the time. He was right on time. Some say that he saved Kiss. Some say that, you know, had it not been for him, Kiss wouldn't have made it after No Makeup.
I don't know.
But at the time, he was. I like the way that sounds, John Moronic.
Yeah, I heard about that, John. Just recently heard about that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, they did a TV show on that.
Yep. I didn't know Nugent was there. I heard another one, Scott Ian, Seinfeld, Bach.
Yeah, it was like a VH1 reality TV show.
Oh, cool.
Where they formed a band, like a super group.
Oh, okay. Definitely.
We're talking about Sebastian Bach, right?
Yeah, he was the lead singer. Yeah,
Yeah. How are his pipes now? Can he still
sounds pretty
sing
good.
good?
They're
Yeah,
a
he
little
doesn't
scratchy,
sound
but
as good as when he was young, but he's still a pretty good singer. Yeah.
he's still all right.
He's taking care of his voice, hasn't he?
Yeah,
As much as you can, I guess.
age
he drinks a
shows
lot.
a little bit.
It was, and you know what killed him was Jekyll and Hyde on
R2.
Broadway. You know
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
he said that because you're doing, a show a night, 2 on Saturday,
It's so
2 on
repetitive.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I used to love hearing him back in the mid 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has an amazing voice.
yeah.
He reminds me a lot of Kevin Dubrow. I know their voices aren't quite the same, but there's so much power. They almost don't need a microphone. Their voices were so strong back in the day. Yeah, just so impressive. Really impressive.
I've seen Skid Row a few times. They were. I saw them originally. They were the opening act right after they came out on the New Jersey tour, Bon Jovi. Yeah, I saw them then. I saw them. They were the opening act with guns. I think I saw them again.
Did you
Yeah.
see him open for Van Halen in '95? When I saw them, they opened for Van Halen on the Balance tour. That was their last record with Sebastian.
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I wish that him and his bandmates could have worked things out and got along, but how they tell it, he's just hard to work with.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yep. Yippity-yip.
I like him though. He's a hoot though. I like Baz.
We say we give a pick away, Tony. What do
We
you
can
think?
do that.
What do you think? Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Nuge.
Gorgeous.
And whoever wins this tonight, your name's going to be added to the list for the June 19th drawing.
Yeah.
And yeah, you on that night, we're not going to do an artist spotlight. We're going to just relive this past year. We'll show some stuff, some memorabilia from the bands that we've done in this past year, starting with Aerosmith, way back on episode number 1. And we may have some guests in here who have joined us along the way this year, some alumni. We'll just relive this past year. It's going to be a lot of fun. The 1-year anniversary show, June the 19th, which is 3 weeks away, I think now.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is going to be a lot of fun. So let's give this Ted Nugent pick away. Everybody in the chat, are you ready to type? All right. So your hint for tonight is this is a easy question. So you will definitely be needing to type quickly, hoping your internet speed is fast tonight. All right. Let's see who's here in the chat. Rick Hefner is here. Rick, I think, if my memory serves correctly, guys, Rick was the winner on week episode number 1.
Cool.
Rick has been here most weeks. He's been here from the onset. Thanks for being here, Rick. Thanks for your support, dude. Always nice to see you.
Awesome.
Okay, guys and gals, get ready to type. It's coming at you now. Ted Nugent trivia. If you are the winner, there's an email address down in the description. Email me your name and address. I will mail you this Ted Nugent 2010 tour guitar pick out Monday morning. And here we go. Ted Nugent currently serves on the board of directors of a popular advocacy group. Name the group.
Mike Johnson.
Mike? No, sorry. Who? Hang on. Let's see. The first one here is Mike Johnson.
It was
You are
quick.
correct.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, they all start
Andy
coming
is
in.
right behind him. Gary's
G.
right behind him. Jeff K.
Dan.
Dan.
Man.
They all probably thought the answer at the same time too, but they were like, "Well, that's too easy."
Yep.
Good job,
Right
everybody.
on,
Mike.
Good job, man.
Let me see here. Where are we at? All right. Mike Johnson is the first one. Mike, congratulations. Email me your name and number, or your name and address rather, and I will mail you this guitar pick out Monday morning. I can't recall. Has Mike won here before, guys?
I don't remember.
But anyway, your name is on the list for the big drawing on June the 19th. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Mike. And thanks to everybody for being here. We appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to word that question in a way that wasn't so obvious. But yeah, it was an easy, easy question. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure that on his seat on the board, he has a lot to say.
Yes, I would imagine so.
Yeah. I can only imagine those
meetings. What did he say to you, CK? when you met him?
Oh, he said he would turn me into a rootin', tootin', shootin' cowboy.
So you met him. Why don't you tell us that story, CK?
Yeah, let's hear the rest of that story.
I met him a few different times. One of my best friends from high school is like a huge Ted Nugent fan, and he's in a privileged position of having his own radio show. He's based in Michigan now, so him and Ted are pretty tight. And when I was out there co-hosting the show with him for a few months, he got him on to interview him, and he thought it would be cool for the two of us to kind of square off against each other. Of course, I lost that battle. And Ted was talking about how when he comes to town for the show, he goes, "I'll turn you into a rootin', tootin', shootin' cowboy."
That's awesome.
I just remember him saying that. He made me pledge to him how I would be a true Michigander and all these rights that I would follow. He said, "Repeat after me," and everything he would say, I would have to repeat it. It was Ted doing shtick,
That's cool.
And I was at the end of his shtick.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That was my
good
encounter with Ted Nugent.
Ted, that's almost like having Gene ask you if you have $1.
Yeah.
Do you have $1? I need to get something out of the vending machine. What? Did you get some? No. Can I have my $1 back? What dollar?
Let me tell you something about $1. Do you know why I pick pennies up off the pavement? Because pennies make dollars.
Yeah. I invented the dollar. I have the plates in my house.
Marcia Fuller, welcome.
That is a great story, CK. Tony's story is good too.
Story.
Hanging with the kids. You guys have awesome stories. I know Charles has a ton of stories for most every band.
Yeah, I wish I had the tape. I remember just listening to it in playback, and that was one of his punchlines to me. I remember.
That's cool.
He's full of one-liners and stuff.
Oh, of course. Most definitely.
Excellent, man.
I wish I remembered the pledge that he made me repeat.
You should see if your friend still has the tape somewhere.
Oh, he does. He does. I should have I should have gotten it this week. He would have.
That's all right.
He has it. He has it stored on his computer.
I'm sure. That's cool.
He uses it in his best of series.
Nice. That's cool. That's a cool pick.
Pick right there.
It's got like a creamsicle color.
Yep.
That one's cool.
That one's cool too.
I like that.
Little camo painted horse type thing.
That's the one I have. If it has
Damn,
Ted,
yeah.
if it has Ted on the back, does it have Ted on the back? Yeah, I got that one. Mine's red.
That's a great pick.
Nice.
Nice. That's a recent one.
I hope now that things are starting to open up, some of these bands from the past will start say, "Hey, I think we should get together and get out there." I really do.
If they can walk, Brendan, they're going to tour in the next 2 years.
I think you're right.
Get on their feet and walk.
I think you're right. Even if they can't, someone wheel them out on the freaking stage. You know,
Like Phil Collins.
yeah. I mean, I'd still go see Phil.
I would go see Phil in a minute.
I wouldn't want. I don't want to remember him that way, but I'd go see him.
I'd still go see him. I would.
Me too.
Phil Collins is huge. He's so talented.
My wife and my sister-in-law went and saw Yes and Styx, and Steve Howe. She said he just stood on this rug the whole time, this little Oriental rug.
Yeah.
2012 Jeff K. March, something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody smile. There's your thumbnail.
Is the tortoise shell one, Tony? Is that the one from the 70s? Your oldest one?
Yeah.
What year is it?
78 or 9, maybe.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think he's still got the voice, KXM Rock. I really do. But yeah. Cool stuff, Tony. Cool picks. As always. Definitely good. His kid played drums for him, Keith. That's true, I think.
Mike Johnson, that's
There you go, Mike. That's yours, buddy.
Email me your stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think he might have won before. You may have his stuff. Put up that, if you have the graphic, you can see if he's on there.
I can't recall. Let me see.
But yeah, he has a few KXM Rock, a few like 8,000-10,000 picks.
Mm-hmm.
KXM Rock. Nice to see you.
Oh, he won the Brett Michaels pick, Tony.
Oh, the Brett. Okay. Yeah. All right. I've got your info. I'll mail this out to you, dude. Thanks. Yeah.
Cool.
So let me just be clear, as everybody knows, when we see these names in our chat on these answers, what appears to us may not exactly appear to you, but I can assure you that Mike Johnson was the first name that came up.
Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes there's a delay. Depends on where you are. You might think you're first, and you could be third or fourth. So it's tough.
When I do trivia in Dave's show,
I was just gonna say.
a lot of weeks, it looks like that my name's first. Yeah, I'm there. I got this one. Yeah, I got it right, maybe, but and then the names under me, R2 will say, "Oh, this person,"
It's the same
but I
thing.
know it's what they see on their
Right.
screen first.
Yeah, same thing happens to me. But you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, but no, we appreciate you all playing along and being here. But yeah, Mike was the first one. We have a special guest in the green room.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Not so much a special guest as maybe a late arrival.
Let me guess. It's Jabba the Hutt. Hey, Jabba.
You owe me money, Solo.
What's up, Tom?
Tommy!
Maybe he can get his
I'm gonna
18 bucks back for Tony.
I'm going to cop to it and be honest. I fell asleep on the couch.
That's okay.
So
That's all good.
I had an allergic reaction yesterday, and my nose is still red because my whole half of my face blew up. So I had to take like 180 milligrams of antihistamines, and man, just been sleeping.
You look marvelous.
I don't know about that, but it's nice to see you guys.
Always good to see you, buddy boy.
How's
Nice
it going,
to
Good to
see
see you, man.
Good to see you too, man. I like that guitar in your background. What is that? The white one.
That's just an RG350.
I like it, man.
It's in the middle of getting modded. It's for my youngest son. It's getting an FU2 bridge from Adam at FU Tone, a full mod on it. And
let me know how he likes that FU2 because I've been looking into one of those.
Dude, life-changing gear. I'm just going to leave it at that. Life-changing gear.
Someone said it's like the next incarnation, like for what Floyd Rose did to the original Fender bridge. You know, like fixes all the problems. Is that true?
Yes. And the thing about it is, my son Daniel, I'm going to give that to him, and
nice.
He doesn't know what he's getting. He has no expectation of put in his hands. It's going to blow his mind. And the quality, he can play guitar pretty well. He's pretty well. And
cool.
He's been playing for a few years, but it's I just can't wait. I can't wait.
I love the shark fin inlays too, the old school.
Well, this has been modded. This has been modded actually. Let me grab it. With Vinnie Vincent Invader.
Yeah.
Straight through with a single pickup. And it's straight up, but it's got the Wizard 2 neck on it. It's actually, for an inexpensive guitar.
No, man, that's sharp. I like it.
It plays like $1 million. I've done a full setup on it. And, it's just absolutely outstanding. I love it.
I mean,
you still want to give it away, but he is one of the children, so
you could slap like a Fuji Gen, custom shop logo on, and people wouldn't know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's exactly right.
It's
right. I love Ibanez guitars. I've always been a fan of Ibanez guitars. Big fan.
I think so much of it is, and that drives a lot of sales in every business, but that psychosomatic effect of, telling someone it's premium,
Yep.
I think it looks awesome though. It
does.
Whatever the price. One of my best guitars ever I bought at a little store in Pittsburgh, PA called Pittsburgh Guitars. And I said, what's the story on this guitar? It was like 1998. And the guy goes, guy needed money for rent. He brought it in. We only have 200 into it. He goes, give me 300. That's yours. And it was a Schecter Strat from like the 80s. It was one of the Dallas, Texas made ones. And I still have it. It needs to be refretted now because I played it all through school.
Yeah.
And I wore the frets down.
So you're the one who wore it out. See,
yeah.
I love that, Tom. I love that. That's awesome.
So I mean, I could show you the neck. I got it right here. I got to put it back together, but I'll show you the neck though. That's worth seeing. Hold on.
Absolutely. You never realize just what it takes to wear the frets off a guitar until you actually do it. I have a Washburn that it's got to have new frets on it, and I actually did that. It took me about 4.5 years to do it. That's how long it took. I don't know. Some people may do it faster. I can't imagine wearing the frets off, especially if you got a decent quality metal. But no, it needs a bona fide. It needs frets. So about 4.5 years is what it took.
So this is the neck. I have probably the most years playing.
Wow.
And that's awesome. The headstock just turned to this weird kind of orangish brown color.
Yeah.
But all of this just, most of the finishes wore off. You can see where I didn't play it. I didn't play it up in here that much. Everything else you can see is it's worn through.
That is great.
And then the back, same thing.
At that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Because I put from behind. I always I would put my thumb right there and do behind the net bends right there.
Yeah.
Or I would grab it here and pull the neck real hard. And both those spots it wore right through, but then the rest of it. I mean, the bird's eye in this neck too is awesome.
That's a great neck. What year is that neck?
I don't know. Whatever year it was built, I'm guessing somewhere between 85 to 89. But it's one of the Schecter necks. They had it marked with they used like a little initials thing, and then they just had this logo they stamped that just said "Made in Canada" because they got all their maple necks, out of a place in Canada. But the Schecter logo is long since worn off here, and then I added a string tree. Tuners have been changed like several times back to regular, Kluson style. But this was like, shimming it with little pieces of foam and things that need to fix, and then it needs a whole new nut.
Yeah.
But I mean, the frets, they were jumbos, and now this is about what's left because they've been, they were crown and polished and then ground down so many times. But I think it's a 9-inch radius. I'm not positive though. But it's just this head's it just feels perfect in my hand, But like I said, it needs a refret, and a new nut. But other than that, I have the body and everything.
That's great.
Works great. But that was one of the cheapest guitars I own. That was one of the best.
I love that, man. Guitar.
Speaking of guitars, this guy right here,
oh my,
handcrafts custom cigar box guitars.
I do.
Cool.
I have some somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. Here's one. Sorry, I didn't have it right with me. Here's one.
And he will make you one to your specs. His links are down in the description.
I love those things, man. Brendan, those things are awesome, dude.
Thank you.
And he is currently making a run of striped series Van Halen inspired cigar box guitars.
I have a prototype here that I can show. This one happens to be a bass, but the other ones I'm making are 3-string cigar box guitars. So it's a little preview.
I like that, man.
Nice.
That's the Jack Daniels striped bass.
Yeah, right. Can't play bass, but
I remember the first time I watched Live Without a Net, and I was pretty young, and I like on Michael Anthony's bass. I didn't know what guitar or effects or bass effects or effects on any kind of equipment was. And I'm like, I thought he was just getting that somehow out of his bass that you normally just plugged in and got a dry bass sound, and it blew my mind. I'm like, how the hell is that happening? Like, you know, I was probably like 8 or 9 years old or something. I mean, it's like, I had no idea. Like, same thing when Eddie gets the real long delays when they kick on the longer delay. I thought it was something with his guitar that I was like, how's that happening? Like,
yeah, when you have no idea what pedals are, you know, when you first hear it, you're like, what
I
is
thought
that?
it was guitar chord amp. Like, I
Holy
thought,
crap,
like,
that all comes right out of the amp like
and
that?
I remember someone's dad or someone's uncle that was, you know, kind of younger and hip told us, oh no, he has a wireless. So then I thought it was guitar, wireless. The other end of the wireless was just like literally right to an amp, and that was it. I had no idea what effects or delay or anything was, you know.
Yeah.
So,
let's tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and bring in, well, I don't, yeah, there she is. Let's bring in our lovely co-producer here at Show Me Your Pick.
There she is.
The lovely Sandra Pokorney.
Hello.
no audio.
Testes? No. No.
You're muted or something, babe.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. There she is.
Hi.
That's my.
You're not sick of me yet. You will be soon. Hi, everybody.
We appreciate everything you do here around at Show Me Your Pick, Sandra. So thank you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome.
That's what we do.
Most
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Nightbot working out okay out there?
I don't see Nightbot, but apparently he's putting people in timeouts. So we're gonna have to go in and change that.
We'll have to. Yeah. We were
I haven't seen
introducing
But
Nightbot.
somebody said they got put in timeout. I was Thomas Santiago, and it's probably using too many emojis. Nightbot will put you in a timeout. So it's kind of working, but I just don't know why the commands ain't coming up. So we're gonna have to go in and look at that.
We gotta look. We can't put the guy in timeout on his birthday.
I was just going to say
moly.
that. Not on his birthday. Any other day.
Not on a Thomas. Yeah.
Well,
dude.
especially
Absolutely on his
bro.
birthday.
Thomas, he's never even got a speeding ticket in the chat. I mean, come on.
That's the only time to do it that was on his birthday.
If you're having that good of a birthday, maybe you ought to be in timeout. Yeah.
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 We saved him for himself. It's all good.
But you can turn that off. I turned it off after I seen somebody got timed out in mine, and it's probably for using too many emojis. Because there's a couple of you that love doing that. Dwight Bailey, Thomas Santiago, and there's another one.
I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty.
I'm not.
Me
I'm
too.
not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm for it, against it, whatever. But yeah,
especially during Saturday Night Live.
Apparently, some chat moderators like Nightbot don't like that, so they will.
We'll go in and see how all this.
Shut it
This is new to me here, but we'll go in and have a look. Though I appreciate your help with Nightbot. Yeah.
Tweak it.
I know Nightbot doesn't like a lot of repetition, so maybe it's repetition of too many emojis because I know that it sees. Yeah, I know, and just that comes up just as I said, but it sees it, I think, as spam. Like the algorithm sees it as spam if it, sees the same thing repeating. So.
That's hilarious.
My question though for today is, Sandra, if you went over the haunted bridge and that's like an hour or whatever from Tony, would you pick up the woman if you saw her? If you saw the woman on the bridge, would you stop?
Yeah, she won't be in the car long.
You know, that's not the only one. There's one in Europe that's very
She
similar.
won't be in the car long.
There's one that's very similar where a woman
Right?
passed away
Let's go.
in a car accident.
Sure, pick her up. Give her a ride. We
There's
don't even have to pull over. She'll just fade out wherever.
that's when I was half falling asleep, but I was watching your show and I wanted to type in the chat and tell you guys there's one right near my house. The guy from the Jackass movies that died, Ryan Dunn, in the car crash.
Yeah.
People said that they've seen him and the guy that died in the car crash with him right near that. There's a bridge that is over like a little overpass, and then they basically crashed head on, and it was
Oh wow.
what do they call it? Hyperthermia they died of, basically.
There's next week's content, Sandra.
But people all the time, and that's like 10 minutes from my house, people all the time said that they see ghosts there.
So have you?
I've only been through there once. Because it's only 10 minutes from my house, but it's not somewhere I go because it's a lot of like bars and it's a college town, so
So go.
I could, yeah. I mean,
take a video camera.
It's right on a main road, though. So I mean, you have to like park a quarter mile up and then walk down the
We'll
road.
stream it in
It's right
next
on, like,
Saturday. It'll be part of the show. We'll do the Haunted Bridge live via Bent Time Heart High. Cool.
So we'll see.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So,
we've rambled
kids,
far too long.
Ramble on.
let me give you guys and gals in the chat a heads up for all you Van Halen fans. Tomorrow night on Halenville Live, me and Tommy down there and Charles and Johnny, tomorrow we are going to have a big unboxing. I finally, after a couple of years, I finally got a Frankie.
Yep.
And it is right
Big show
here in the box. The guy who built this guitar will be live with us too.
Cool.
Wait till you see this thing.
You haven't even seen it yet, no.
I have not even seen it yet.
I tried to talk him into a sneak peek, and he was like, "Nope, nope."
He's adamant about not opening it.
It's acclimating to the temperature of the house.
That's
got to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's truly going to be a live reaction.
At least open
it
the
is
box,
going to
man.
be live. You know.
Can't wait, man.
Yeah, so it is going to be a good episode here on Halenville Live tomorrow night. I am off on Monday, so I can stay up as damn late as I want tomorrow night, right?
Nice.
KXM Rock, yeah, it's a custom build. The gentleman that built it's going to be on tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Very cool, really cool.
and he will be showing other stuff out of his custom shop.
He's got really cool stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
He's been wanting these for a long time. He's finally getting one. This is super cool.
This is a long time coming. I almost squeezed the trigger on a EBH, but it's it's got Wolfgang parts, but it relicking is good, but it's not accurate. It's not complete. But so I found one that's correct. The relicing's all correct. The parts, everything is there. It's here tomorrow night. Big unboxing. Halenville Live, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on the channel. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, B, Mr. Charles Green, CK, Tommy, Sandra, nice to see you guys.
Always a pleasure.
Take care, chat. Love you guys, man.
And we will see. we will see you guys and girls hopefully right back here next Saturday night for Show Me Your Pick, 9 p.m. Eastern Saturday. Not sure who our band of choice is going to be. You will see the promo out early this coming week. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all who have served in this country. We appreciate your service.
Absolutely.
God bless you for that. Happy birthday, Thomas Santiago.
Thomas.
We're out of here.
Happy birthday.
Happy Memorial Day.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Later.